Hey guys, it's Emma, and I'm back today for you with another video. And today we are doing another book review. And the book that we are reviewing today is fantastic. Okay, that is Foul is Fair by Hannah Capin. Foul is Fair is about these four girls, Jade, Mads, Jenny, and Summer, and they are the it girls, right? They are the girls that everybody envies, everybody wants to be them, everybody wants to be associated with them, right? So on the night of Jade's Sweet 16, they crash a St. Andrew's prep party, and some boys target Jade and they pick the wrong girl. So it's about Jade and her friends going after these golden boys, as everybody likes to call them, right? And getting their revenge. And therein is this boy named Mac, and it just escalates from there. Foul is Fair is a Macbeth retelling, and Macbeth is my favorite Shakespeare play. It's honestly the only Shakespeare play that I would read over and over again. But I've never read a Macbeth retelling, right? But this, we're gonna get into it, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all the trigger warnings, of course, because there are a good deal. And then I'm going to talk about the writing and then the characters, you know, the usual stuff. So, with that being said, let's dive right in. Obviously, we're going to talk about the writing first, and with the writing comes the trigger warnings. This book discusses a lot of heavy topics, and the nice thing about it is, just like in The Henna Wars by Adiba Jagardar, there is a page at the very front of the book that informs you about the trigger warnings. So we love to see that every damn day. But if you don't have the book and you want to read it and you want to buy the book, then let me enlighten you. So the trigger warnings for this book are sexual assault, not on page, but discussions of a sexual assault that has happened, references to said sexual assault, anything of the like, rape culture, transphobic bullying, and PTSD. Those are the trigger warnings that I would put out there for everybody. Like I said, it's a very heavy book, so be warned, right? The prose in this book, the writing style is gorgeous, okay? I have a thing for prose that dances on the line between like regular prose and purple prose. I love that shit. It flows amazingly well, all right? I would liken it almost to the writing style of Victoria Schwab. I don't know why, but it's delectable in the same way that Victoria Schwab's is delicious and just so easy to consume. Does that make sense? For example, we have on page 4, so in the bathroom, an hour later and alone, I dye my hair revenge black, and I feel dark wings growing out of my back, and I smile into the mirror at the girl with ink-stained fingers and a silver sword. Like, this book is just so quotable, it's not even funny. The writing style is, it just carries you along, right? Like you're floating on a raft, right? And you're just letting it carry you away. That is how easy and swift the writing style is, at least for me. So, like I said, I think if you like Victoria Schwab's writing, or you think Victoria Schwab's writing is easy to consume and easy to read and just a relaxing, I guess, style to read, then I would most definitely recommend this book to you. Now, the handling of PTSD is something that I credit this book with a lot. The fact that Jade had gone through the experience that she had on that night was incredibly traumatic. And the way that Hannah Capin handles the PTSD in this book is incredible. All right, it is one of the most realistic depictions of PTSD that I've read about. There's only maybe one other book that I can think of just right off the top of my head that I think gives another accurate description of PTSD, and that would be Riders by Veronica Rossi. So the PTSD, like I said, it's just very realistic in that it weaves in and out through the writing just how it would be when it's weaving in and out through your thoughts just like that. It's just very momentary, and it's very sudden, and it's just very skillfully done. And I think that is something that needs to be shown in books, not anything exaggerated, not anything malevolent, because PTSD is something that is very broad. Many people can suffer PTSD through various forms, and I feel like seeing such realistic PTSD, especially in something as this that discusses such heavy topics, I feel like it would stand for a good chunk of representation, mental wise, that just isn't really seen that much. Now, the overall tone of this book is anger, all right? I mean, Hannah Capin literally dedicates this book to every girl who wants revenge. The emotions were so raw. The anger that this book projects is, it bleeds off the page, right? The anger is so addicting. The rage that these girls feel, that these girls put out into the universe is, like I said, it's addicting. You want them to get justice. You want Jade to get justice. You want them to get their happy ending. You want the boys to get everything that's coming to them. However, the way that they do it is not the way to do it. That's another thing. You're not really supposed to root for Jade, but you can most definitely see where she's coming from. Like I said, the anger will pull you through this book like it did me. The sense of justice, you will ultimately want to see what these girls do, and you do want them to get justice, just not in the way that they're going for, you know? So it's kind of like a kind of not really a hero, but like an anti-hero type thing, which I live for. Now, the characters. Since this is a Macbeth retelling, the theme of the number 3 is prevalent in here. Again, we love to see it. The 3 witches. Even the names of the characters are similar. I loved it. The events are all similar to Macbeth. The names of the places, such as Inverness. It's amazing. Also, because of the original group of girls, like I said before when I was discussing the synopsis of this, it's Jade, Mads, Jenny, and Summer. The friend group trope, if you are a fan of the friend group trope like I am, like I said in my The Giver of Stars review, this is just a stout group of friends that are so fiercely loyal to each other that they will do anything, and I mean anything, for each other. The sense of camaraderie, I feel like, will soothe a lot of people. The saying, there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other, is very prevalent throughout this book. And I think the friend group trope really holds this book together. It's the glue. It's the glue that holds the pages together, okay, babes? And again, if you like the friend group trope like I do, I think you'll really like this book. Or I think you'll at least be interested in this book. Now, Jade. Main character, Jade Kanjara. She in this Macbeth retelling is Lady Macbeth, and we see it instead of Macbeth and Macbeth's POV. We get Foulest Fair and Lady Macbeth's POV, which, is just so cool to me. And the cunning in this book, girl. Like I've said before in countless other videos of mine, in The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes, in The Henna Artist by Alka Joshi, I have a thing for cunning women, all right? I get serotonin from cunning women. You want to see these girls get what they want, although maybe not the way they're going for it, but you still want them to get it nonetheless. And the ways they do it is just so sneaky and so clever. We also have a lot of diversity in here. For example, we have a really strong Black trans character in here. We have a either lesbian or bisexual character in here that's also incredibly clever. It's just, the diversity in here, I feel like, again, will reach a lot of different people. Just the diversity of the characters, I feel like, will reach a lot of people. And then the subject matter that is being talked about, I feel like, will reach a lot of people as well. And just the overall vibe of the book, I think, will garner a lot of people's attention and hopefully will have a lot of people that love it, just like I do. I gave Foul is Fair 5 stars, all right? I read this book in 2 days. I sped through this book. Again, I think fans of Macbeth will really love this. And just the ambition and the lividity coming from this book, emanating from this book, will keep you compelled and keep you hooked until the very end. That is so explosive. It's, I just hope that people who are watching this review will take this in stride and hopefully will pick up Foul is Fair, because this is probably a new favorite of the year for me, because wow, phenomenal. So you guys, that's the end of this non-spoilery review for Foul is Fair by Hannah Capin. I hope you guys enjoyed. I, again, hope you guys will take a new book recommendation out of this video as well. I think the overall theme of this video and this book in general would be, as one of my dear good friends always says, don't get mad, get even. And I'll be damned if every single one of these girls doesn't try to get even with these boys, all right? So, with that being said, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.